Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Game Club. I'm Graham.
And I'm George.
So, you finally reached endgame and you're realizing you need a ton of mastery points and knickknack vouchers to roll for sigils. We've seen a lot of content creators recommending Slimepede in Maniac difficulty as the best place to farm for MSP, and players are recommending Assault Formation in extreme difficulty as the best place to farm for vouchers, since you can sell the machine unit and high-grade scrap. Well, we're here to tell you that's wrong. We've got a way better way. We don't bloat our videos out like other content creators, so we've got the information right up front for you. However, if you want to know how the math adds up and how the sausage is made, we've got the best way to farm broken down at the end of the video, which we actually recommend because we have a very surprisingly ultimate time saver method for this as well. But for those who want the basics, let's just get straight to the point.
The best farm, plain and simple, is to do General Investigation Galanza and Saga Illustrated Inferno, which is the Vulcan fight, in extreme difficulty. The reason is you'll want to turn in the Earth Shards and Fire Shards you get to the future-proof trading side quests by the Gifted Merchant in Folka. You can easily reset them by going into Lyria's journal and then just exiting out. You turn in all your stuff until you're out, and then you rinse and repeat to your heart's content.
And that's all the information you need. That's it, that's all. But for those who want more information of how this is totally broken down, let's get into it. One fight of Slimepede nets you an average of 1,500 MSP. One fight of Assault Formation nets you an average about 200 vouchers. Both Slimepede and Assault Formation are timed fights lasting 4 minutes. For the same amount of time, you could do 3 fights of Galanza or 3 fights of Vulcan. Each fight will give you a minimum of 10 Earth Shards or 10 Fire Shards. Minimum. This goes up to 17. We've also highlighted on screen the potential rewards you can sell for vouchers.
When you calculate the native rewards of the fight plus the rewards you get from the Gifted Merchant, this comes out to about 3,500 MSP and 300 vouchers. More than double the MSP you get from farming Slimepede and 100 more vouchers than Assault Formation in the same amount of time. In Slimepede, there is a chance that a Rainbow Slime will spawn, and though the resources granted by the Rainbow Slime are fantastic, in our testing we found that the chance of this happening is so small that it doesn't overcome the consistency of the Galanza and Vulcan fights. Completing the repeatable side quests also gives you a modest amount of XP that applies to every character you have unlocked. And as a little bonus, these values are surprisingly also affected by the MSP and XP sigils.
Now, this is where things get even crazier. To be fully efficient when farming Galanza and Vulcan, the fights need to go like this. Once they hit overdrive, you want to stun them with a character that's got some CC, such as Zeta or Io. Then, you gotta break them. The combination of the CC and the break should give you just the right amount of time to kill them before they initiate their bloodthirst, preventing any dragging on of the fight and additional phases. Sure, this is easier to do in a coordinated team, but it's still achievable in matchmaking since the key part is stunning the boss at the right time, and you yourself can handle that part since everyone else is just trying to do as much damage as possible anyways.
But what if you didn't want to play with random people, or you didn't have a coordinated group to play with? Well, this is when things kick up a notch because you can actually do both of these fights AFK. Yes, you heard that right. If you enable full assist mode found under System, Game Options, then Gameplay Options, you can do this fight totally AFK. Not only can you just sit there and let your NPC party do the work, but we also found that if you hold forward and lock on your controller or keyboard, your character will lock onto the boss and help contribute some damage. You can do this on a controller by holding L2 down with like tape or a rubber band or something, and up on the left stick again with tape or a rubber band.
If you're on PC, you can change the key bindings for locking onto a target to E, which is right beside W, and you can press both of them down with something heavy. This way, your character constantly targets the boss and then moves forward towards them, and the auto system takes over from there. Though this method is admittedly not as efficient time-wise as doing with a coordinated team, you're AFK, so they're free resources as far as you're concerned. The times when your character is just sitting around, the slack will be picked up by your team. Granted, you'll need a decently leveled up team, but you're at endgame at this point, so you're likely to have at least a half-decent team to do some AFK farming.
2 quick things to keep in mind. First, after you beat the boss for the first time, you'll need to indicate that you want to repeat the fight. Second, after the 10th fight, the game will need you to re-indicate that you want to continue repeating. So you'll need to pay some attention, but the method is still largely AFK, freeing you up to do whatever else you want. As a bonus for making it this far in the video, if you're looking to farm weapon XP, the best mission is the Maniac quest Roost and Rain, which is quick and easy, especially if you stun the griffins when they overdrive and before their bloodthirst.
As for Slimepede, there is actually a benefit to running it, but only if you want character XP books. This is definitely the best source for those, so Slimepede's not a total waste. That said, character levels are generally easy to come by, and you still do get them through the shard farming method, so, pick your poison. Hopefully you enjoy these farming methods as much as we've been enjoying them so far, and we're actually planning on streaming the game Proud difficulty with some of the hardest quests this weekend and probably ongoing. So if you want to check that out, subscribe, and hopefully we'll see you then.
Take care.